thank you for having me come back and speak to everyone. I find it, I look at it as an honor to be able to share, and hopefully maybe something I might say might move people to do what's in their best interest. And that's always been my mantra with when I'm doing businesses. I try to give people enough information so that they can make an informed decision about what's in their best interest. And I'm very analytical. And Bart has mentioned, I've had a tremendous amount of success in network marketing, but I feel like it's been a very bad experience overall. And the reason why is every time I've been in a network marketing business, there's no doubt about it, I've made a considerable amount of money, and sometimes I've made money very fast. I've made over $100,000 in one organization in less than 90 days. Another organization, I made $500,000 in less than 6 months. So I've had tremendous success personally. But in every one of those situations, the thing that bothered me most was I tried to bring so many other people in and lift them up and have them share in the success. And I wanted it so badly for so many people. But unfortunately, most of those people didn't do what I did, didn't work as hard as I did, couldn't recruit like I could recruit, so they didn't make money. And it got to a point where I basically had said I was done with network marketing because I felt I still was doing harm, even though my goal was to do no harm, until I saw ZUKUL and guaranteed signups. And I felt like I found the Holy Grail. And I try to be impeccable with my words. So when I say things, I try not to get into, exaggeration. I try to be very precise and specific. So I'm going to give you some of my specific projections of what I see. Local and guaranteed signups will end up being the biggest story or the most impactful situation arguably in the last 2,000 years. It's pretty strong statement, and I mean that. I don't mean that as a figure of speech. I mean that realistically because of the multitudes of people that are going to be enriched by this, the shift that it's going to cause in a world that is based on scarcity to a world that is based on abundance. And I believe we have the vehicle, and I believe that as time goes on, more and more people are going to see you help others get what they want, you are going to get what you want. So they understand by enriching the multitudes, it is inevitable that they too will be enriched, and they'll be enriched in a manner that it is priceless to know that you've helped so many. And that's another thing that has attracted me so much to this is as you heard my bio, I've been very involved in the nonprofit world and very involved in causes that I passionately want to help these causes. And unfortunately, in order to help these causes, you need money. And here now I see we've been blessed with a vehicle where with all of those causes, we can now provide them with the necessary funds to do the necessary work. When I'm talking about the most impactful business in 2,000 years, I'm talking about a business that can lead to the end of world hunger, that can lead to every human being having water, food, water, shelter. This I see is a reality through this vehicle. So I am compelled to try to do everything I can to have as many people hear about this, find out about it, be educated, aware of this. This is inevitable. This is man. This has to be. This is going to work. It can be no other way. The numbers don't lie. This is going to do everything you said it was going to do. Now, I mean, I was like, I didn't need to hear that from him, but it was refreshing to hear someone of a money man, a financial man, to come back and see exactly what I see. Now, once again, one thing I want for the people who are going to hear this who have not pulled the trigger, I want you to understand that I understand people taking time to decide what they want to do, and that's what the masses do. But if you look at the average billionaire, on most every decision they make takes them between 30 and 60 seconds to make that decision.
So, but I know another thing, Keith, that the other part of the conversation we had that I really sticks with me all the time is the passion of what we're going to be able to do in the future, and the conviction that we know we can actually make gigantic, massive changes. What are we going to do? We are going to change the world. We're going to be possibly the biggest company out there at some point. How long will it take to do that? Maybe not as long as we think, but we're going to have a lot of things that we're going to be doing in charity-based, and the nonprofit type of thing will come in. It's going to be a big deal in our company. It's something that Jeremy, as soon as we started building this company, said, I want to do this. We didn't do it the way we thought we were going to do in the beginning, but you know what? It's going to be better this way in this company, in the hub of ZUKUL. So I love that. And I know you said something else. I don't even want to repeat it, what you said about Jeremy personally, because you made a prediction about him. But you know what?
If you'd like me to, I don't mind making that prediction. If you don't, if I can share, and once again, I hold myself to my word. So when I say things, I don't say them in lightly. I say them because I've analyzed it and I've dissected it and I've come to a conclusion. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Jeremy Rush is about to be the wealthiest man, woman, or child on planet Earth. I predict that it will take less than 3 years, maybe 2 years, for that to become a reality. There's only one way that can happen. Jeremy Rush must make a lot of other people, not just only multi-millionaires, but billionaires, in order for him to be the wealthiest man on planet Earth. And let me go a little further. I predict that when 3 years from now you analyze the impact Jeremy Rush has had on others compared to every other billionaire in the top, let's say, I think there might be 400 billionaires or maybe a little less. I guarantee you, when you take the top 20 people that Jeremy will have enriched compared to them, he will be the combined number to the top 20 to 50. The top 20 to 50 people, wealthiest in the world, how many people they've made wealthy compared to Jeremy Rush, combined, he will be at least 20. It might be as many as the top 50 if you look at the numbers. That's how much of a dramatic impact he is going to have on planet Earth. And guess what? All of us on this panel and all of us who are in now are on that long list of benefiting from what he has created.
We're going to move right along here. Keith, how you doing, man?
I'm doing extraordinary. Extraordinary. Why? First and foremost, when I wake up in the morning and I'm blessed enough to wake up, I look at that as not an ordinary gift, but an extraordinary gift from God. Just like I think ZUKUL is not an ordinary gift from God, but an extraordinary gift from God for all of us. And all of the amazing, remarkable, phenomenal things we all collectively are going to do on planet Earth. It is, I get chills just the thought of it. I cannot sleep at night. Now, I'm not someone who is just, talking out of my head. I scientifically have approached this. I continue to dissect this every day. Everything that happens, everything that occurs, I want to find a reason why what I believe is happening isn't happening. I'm pinching myself saying, can it be? Can it be? Is this really, really going on right now? And I'll let you know, when I make my projections of what I believe is going to happen, my predictions, if you will, it's based on evidence, anecdotal evidence. It's based on data. I'm analyzing the data. Just like Prem when he's analyzing every company he analyzes, you got to look at all the data, not some of the data, not just the data you want to see. You got to look at everything you want to see, everything you don't want to see. Everything means something. Everything has a purpose or a meaning or a cause and effect to it. So when I analyze, most importantly, John Way, my main man, John Way, when he gave us a glance into the future, all of our future, what he did, in case you guys didn't catch it, was, what he did was he showed you the same experience he's having 90 days roughly prior, we're going to have 90 days in the future, every single one of us. That's the majesty of this opportunity, is we all are going to have the same experience. The only difference is going to be the number of packs you purchase and time. Nothing else. Time. So when John showed us last Friday his experience, all I could say was, it's only a matter of time until I, and not just me, I and every single other person has the identical experience of having all of their directs filled, and then their funnel begin to gradually fill more and more. And then when you incorporate the things that Prim is doing, the things that Jeremy is doing with the ZUKUL ad network, the things that we're doing with ZUKUL Gold, all these things, the things with Google and all of the other advertising, that this opportunity is, we all are going to have the same experience. The only difference is going to be the number of packs you purchase and time. Nothing else. Time. So when John showed us last Friday his experience, all I could say was, it's only a matter of time until I, and not just me, I and every single other person has the identical experience of having all of their directs filled, and then their funnel begin to gradually fill more and more. And then when you incorporate the things that Prim is doing, the things that Jeremy is doing with the ZUKUL ad network, the things that we're doing with ZUKUL Gold, all these things, the things with Google and all of the other advertising that truly hasn't kicked in yet. But when it kicks in, here's what I guarantee will happen. Right now, the network marketers like myself who've made big money, the majority of them, I hate to say this, are out for self. And they want followers that follow them everywhere they go, because they make big money at the very beginning of every business they move to, because they bring their whole organization over and they feed and continue to feed off that organization. Well, this doesn't work that way. We're all created equal. So I don't care if you have an organization of 20,000, 30,000, 100,000 people or 2 people. You come in the same way, and then your growth is gradually the exact same crime. As there's a saying in this business: stories tell, checks sell. Okay? Well, those checks that we inevitably all going to have are going to get greater and greater and greater and greater, and then everybody, everyone you know and everyone you don't know, when they see the collective story, they're all coming. They're all, every single solitary one of them are coming, because they won't be able to stay away. I guarantee they won't be able to stay away. Those people who have the biggest organizations on planet Earth, they're going to try to talk their people out of coming because they control them. They won't be able to control them. I guarantee you, they're going to all say, well, if we can't beat them, we better join them, because now they're making money than the top earners in the world. Well, we might as well get a piece of this too, because the beauty is, we're not saying you can't do this, you can't do that. We're saying, come on in. This is an open door policy. You're welcome to come in. Now, I also predict eventually you're going to say, why go anywhere else when I got everything I need right here at ZUKUL? It's such a beautiful thing. I'm not excited yet.
Step in for 1 second here before I let John. I see you raised your hand.
I raised my hand because I'd like to go into prediction mode on that question. Where are we going to be January, New Year's Eve, 2017? Okay? Now, once again, I'm basing this on all the data. Okay? And all the data of all this traffic and all of this scientific, all this conversion rate traffic that Jeremy has got down to a science, and now is sharing with all of our advertisers. I'm projecting that New Year's Eve, everybody who is in this business as of right now, all of their funnels will be filled. Okay, that's my first prediction. So every single person who's in on February 1st back, their funnels will be filled. That's my prediction. My second prediction is if let's say it's August, September, they open up the 200 funnel. Well, my prediction is that funnel is going to fill in 30 days. Why? Because everybody who's already got their funnel filled in the 50, of course they're going to take their available funds and upgrade, and that means 30 days later when their renewal day comes up, everybody's funnel will fill again. So come January, when you have both your 200 and your $50 funnel filled, all you got to do is just look at your chart, and it will tell you where you are. And just imagine, the money, I swear to you, means next to nothing to me. But the amount of good, the amount of service I can do, the amount of worthwhile causes I can now, and we all can help, the amount of ill in the world we can eradicate, world hunger, we can eradicate it in not only in our lifetimes, in the next couple years. Everybody having fresh drinking water. You eliminate half the deaths on planet Earth by simply getting fresh drinking water to everyone. We can do that in the next 24 months. Priceless. Absolutely priceless.